All right, so check this out. I couldn't leave you hanging with that education story, so I wanted to give you a little more background on it. When I lost my contract with the county working with foster kids because I did not have a formal education, I was hurt. I was deeply hurt. I was pissed off. I was angry. I was frustrated. I was feeling like a victim. And so I went back to old thinking in my head that maybe they didn't like me because the color of my skin. Maybe they didn't like me because I'm a recovering addict. And I had all these reasons why I was a victim. Never once did I ever stop to think maybe they wanted me to have an education so I can be of better use to the population that I was serving. So we have to be careful of the words that we embrace. But you know, these words came back from when I was a kid that said you're a brown man living in a white man's world. I was told that over and over. And granted, I don't want to get into that whole controversy, but for me, what that meant, what my interpretation of that was that I would never have what the white man had because of the color of my skin. And then one day I read the words, and this is paraphrasing, of Martin Luther King, who said, "I don't want my children to live in a nation where they're judged by the color of their skin, but the content of our character." And when I read those words, I realized you don't get out of life what you want, you get out of life who you are. And if you're unhappy with who you are, then you must ask yourself this question: who am I and what must I become? Because only I can take control of that. Only I have the power to do something over that. I refuse to be a victim. I refuse to live by old thoughts that kept me prisoners of not being able to achieve my goals and dreams. And so instead, I decided to take that inventory and say, who am I and what must I become in order to have what I wanted in my life? And that was the ability to open up doors that were closing for me because I didn't have a formal education.